been avoiding this topic. I don't want to talk about this, but I feel like it's my job to let you as a consumer know that energy codes are changing in Washington state, and this is going to impact builders and buyers and renters. So let's talk about energy code changes in Washington state. Coming March 15th of 2024, a new set of energy codes is being adopted in Washington, and these codes are going to impact new homes being built. So if you are looking at purchasing a new home soon, we should talk about the changes that you should be aware of, because you're probably going to wonder like why prices are going up. And in case you don't know, Washington takes energy efficiency very seriously, and homes built in the state are held to a very strict energy efficiency standard. I am not an expert on this topic, but I do know the features that improve performance of an energy efficient home and how that impacts actually living in that house, meaning the things that make a home more comfortable also tend to make it more energy efficient. My husband built our last home, and it was a very high performing home. It was super comfortable. I know all about that. I've done a video on this topic before. I'm going to link that right here in case you are interested. Thank you for watching. I seriously appreciate you taking the time to click on my video. I make videos on this channel for people considering a move to Southwest Washington. If that is you, let's connect. I would love to talk to you about your home search and offer you guidance as you go through the very long and complicated relocation process. Moving sucks. It's hard to figure out where you want to live next, what that's going to look like. I'm here to help you. I was raised in 𝐬𝐚𝐧𝐭 in Southwest Washington, and I've lived in Clark County for most of my life. I have been selling homes in Clark County for over 9 years. If you like my videos, make sure you subscribe and turn that bell on so you don't miss a video. I am making a new video every week. So, energy codes, what are they? By definition, United States building energy codes are a subset of building codes that set minimum requirements for energy efficient design and construction for new and renovated buildings. The intent of these energy codes is to moderate and reduce energy use and emissions throughout the lifetime of a building. Basically, for our purposes, a state's energy code determines the energy efficiency of new construction homes. There are commercial codes and residential codes, and they are updated every couple of years. Today, I'm really just talking about the residential codes. Washington's energy code establishes a scoring system used in the approval of building permits based on the size of a dwelling unit or building and different construction options. Different amounts of credits are available for installing various appliances and employing building treatments to reduce energy use. The credits are available for such things as heat pumps, solar panels, and upgraded thermostats or ventilation systems. Under the new rules, a builder would need 5 credits for a home of less than 1,500 square feet, and that's double the sum that they need today. For a home between 1,500 and 5,000 square feet, they will need 8 credits, which is up from 5. There are new credit values under the plan for different appliance options and building practices. So, for example, a builder could receive up to 3 credits for a system using a heat pump, and they would get 0 credits for natural gas because they hate natural gas now. The prior rules, which never took effect, would have dinged natural gas furnaces with a -3 rating and provided up to 1.5 credits for electric heat pumps. So they are pushing the heat pumps, and they're saying we don't want natural gas anymore. The main goal in Washington right now is to achieve what's called the 2030 mandate, where there are no fossil fuel emissions in new construction and 70% less energy use than the 2006 code allowed. The code is initially voted on by a group of industry experts, then the State Building Code Council incorporates public comments and amends the code before sending it to the legislator for approval. These energy codes are designed with the health and safety of the future owners in mind, but the Building Industry Association of Washington estimates that since 2009, changes to the Washington State Energy Codes have added about $40,000 of hard cost to building a new home. And it's easy to estimate that the updates that are coming into effect this year are going to have a noticeable impact on the cost of new homes as well. The new state energy code is 300 pages long, so I really did not read it super in depth. I mostly was looking at the main points. So that's what we're going to go over today. The residential code includes single family homes, duplexes, and townhomes. The main change in residential energy codes is that new construction must now use a non-fossil fuel based air and water heating system. So let's start with the air heating. For the primary space of the home, electric resistance and fossil fuel fired HVAC equipment is no longer allowed for primary space heating in new construction. This leaves air to water heat pumps, air to air heat pumps, variable refrigerant flow, VRF. I don't actually know very much about that system, so we can find out together if you have a question about that. Mini split systems or ground source heat pumps, those are the options now. There are exceptions to this code for the eastern side of the state. West of the Cascades over here, we have a more mild climate, and eastern Washington gets a lot colder, so they're allowing for supplemental heating and with fossil fuels when the outside temperatures are below 36 degrees Fahrenheit, only on the east side. Fossil fuel can also heat kitchen makeup air, as the alternative HVAC options are not good enough. They're not strong enough to work well in lower temperatures. Eastern Washington does have extreme winters, much more so than here in Clark County. So I'm glad, that's good that they took that into consideration when they were making this change. Hot water heaters are in the same boat. Air source hot water heaters are required for the primary water service in new construction now. A primary water service is 50% of the domestic hot water load when the outdoor temperature is at 40 degrees. The other 50% can be heated by heat pump, fossil fuel, or electrical resistance. Simply put, all air and water heating in new construction homes will be powered by the low emissions electric air and water heating equipment. That's the big change. There was also an update requiring ventilation improvements in new homes with gas cooking ranges, and minor change on the home buyer side, but that gives you some extra peace of mind if that's something you're worried about. So if you're going to be shopping for a new build after March of 2024, you're going to see those changes come into effect. These changes seem small, but I am interested to see how that, like, what the ripple effect is of this, and like how it's going to affect the new build market in 2024. This technology is not cheap, and home builders, I don't think they're not thrilled with the changes. And I'm sure buyers and renters are not going to be super happy seeing higher prices either. I did find an article on the 𝐤𝐨𝐬𝐬 website, which I'm going to link down below in the description. And in this article, a lady who sounds very smart named Andrea Smith, she is a policy and research manager for the Building Industry Association of Washington, says, and I'm just quoting her straight up right now, "Let me remind you that we are in the middle of an undersupplied and unaffordable market for the most, for most Washington families. Nobody cares if we are reducing emissions if their families can't thrive. A vote for the options presented today is a vote for making homes more expensive for Washington families," she says. "I am all for homes that are not wasting energy, but we have to ask if these improvements are going to change anyone's quality of life or just make housing even less affordable." As I was about to just like sit down and get this video done, I did one last little Google search and I found an article today, my luck, and it was about a federal court ruling that's going to impact potentially Washington's natural gas ban. I'm going to link it below in case you were tired of listening to me talk, but in short, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has denied a request to rehear a case in which the court overturned a city of Berkeley, California, ordinance that restricted the use of natural gas in new construction. So this is good news for those opposing Washington's new energy codes, because it might, pave a path there for people resisting the ban on natural gas, which is more affordable for homeowners. All right, so there you have it. Research away if this is your topic. Let's see what happens with new construction costs the rest of this year. If there are major developments in this story or in whether natural gas is going to continue to be banned in Washington state, I will let you know. Have a good day.